Good morning and welcome to the Better Business Workshop. It's great to see you. Today we're looking at problems and what happens when you ignore problems and how you can create lasting change in your business. I'm sure we're all facing a lot of problems or challenges right now in our organizations as we start to reopen and recover. So let's think about how we put some permanent lasting change into our businesses. I'll be joined in a minute by my colleague, Mark Miller. But before I bring him in, I'd just like to tell you about some events that we've got coming up. We've got a fantastic event tonight. We'd love to see you there. 6 steps and 5 ways to get your business moving. And you can sign up for that over on our website. Just go to miltonkeynes.actioncoach.co.uk, go to the events page, and you can sign up there. And I'll give you the details for that at the end of this in about 5 or 10 minutes time. In the meantime, let's see if I can find my colleague, Mark. Good morning, Mark. Great to see you. How are you today?
How are you? I'm still in the southeast for a few days, so there you go. I've got out of the Midlands, and so I'm doing really, really well. And you got sunshine down here. How did you do that? I'm impressed.
Yeah, happy day. Welcome to the Riviera.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Mark, we're looking at what happens when you don't address problems and how to get lasting change in your organization today, right?
Absolutely right. And it's one of the most fundamental attitudes in business to have. This little globe picture kind of illustrates it. We get ourselves a problem and we kind of bury it. We put it away. We don't face it. How many times have we done this? Private life, family life, business life. We suspend the problem. We leave it aside, and lo and behold, sometime later it goes all the way around the world, maybe, but it comes back to bite us, right? We can't actually escape problems by ignoring them.
Yeah, and I guess, Mark, you're absolutely right. You know, you kind of leave things to one side, maybe an unpaid bill or something else. And if you don't kind of nip things in the bud, they tend to come back bigger and worse than they were in the beginning, right? So the first lesson
here's one that I experienced a lot. I thought, in terms of writing processes for my business, I thought, oh, no, I can't be bothered. I'd rather go on vacation, rather go on holiday, rather have a break. And you leave it and leave it and leave it. And then the business is getting bigger. And then you got to start doing the same job all over again. So it's come back to bite you and you lose more time. Yeah.
By the way, folks, please remember to like and share this or follow it if you're watching it on playback. Really important to get this stuff out to fellow business owners. So, Mark, we're saying nip small problems in the bud, right? But there's kind of more to this, right? The kind of dealing with problems kind of is symptomatic of the kind of people that we are. And we kind of tend to look at that by using this thing, or using an iceberg. We call it the identity iceberg. It's a bit of a metaphor for us as people, right? Our personality.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty well a picture most people get, that a lot of what makes us do what we do is hidden under the surface. We don't even see it ourselves sometimes. Sometimes, of course, the people we live around, they see it and they tell us. Sometimes we like that, sometimes we don't like that. But it's certainly true that we only see a little bit of what we're doing in our conscious decisions right on the top. What's really governing our success is there underneath, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. So very often we tend to attribute our results to the 20% of what's visible to others or what's above the waterline, right, Mark?
And they're the things we can see, our behavior, actions, and decisions. So they're the things, if we want to change, improve our business, deal with problems, they're the things we tend to go to. That's human nature, right? I'm going to change my behavior. I'm going to change what I do. I'm going to change what I decide. And that's a really good start. It's very, very important. But it becomes unsustainable after a while. We run out of energy. We revert back to habit. We could call it habit, the way things usually are. And that's all coming from below the waterline. So that's what we need to look at to get lasting change.
So kind of looking at the things that are kind of more intrinsic within us, right? So Mark, why don't you just kind of run through these 4 things?
Yeah, I'm getting more business owners now who are prepared to look at their skills and change their skills. That's a really good sign. But traditionally, a lot of business owners just assumed, oh, I'm skilled, I can run my business, I can do my trade, that's enough. So I've just got to make good decisions. Well, sometimes we need to get new sets of skills. We need to get new batches of skills. I mean, how many of us are great at marketing? Apart from you, Mark, who are great at marketing. I'm not great at marketing. I can do other stuff, but I need to learn about marketing or other skills. I need to learn about accounts. I need to learn about how to recruit. I need to learn about how to get good conversations with clients and get repeat business.
Yeah.
All of those skills come out of the belief systems that we've got, the values of life that we've got. Our identity is what we think of ourselves.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of deep stuff in here. We don't need to get into psychology at this stage in the morning, but there's a lot of deep stuff in there which people who work on themselves actually can work on their businesses. And you find that's a really, really big truth. People who find it difficult to work on the businesses find it actually hard to work on themselves. And that's why their businesses don't change.
Absolutely, Mark. Absolutely. So what we're saying is that if you want to get a different result, then you've got to work on the 4 things that are beneath the waterline, right? Work on the 80% that's hidden to others. Go and work on your skills. Go and get some new skills. Think about your beliefs. You know, we did a session, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Mark, thinking about our beliefs and, you know, what are our blind spots? You know, what are the beliefs that we have about situations that may be wrong? Or what are our limiting beliefs? What are the beliefs that we have that are holding us back? You know, are our values good? Are our values strong?
Yeah.
And what kind of identity are we projecting to others?
Well, I'll give a real quick example. We're working with one of our clients, which we're lucky to be working with, Mark, right? His natural aim is to build his company up to 350 million. Now, he doesn't even question that. That's his identity. I'm a 350 million a year guy. And that's what's going to happen. Now, the rest of us might look at that and think, wow, I didn't even think of that amount of money. But that's his identity. Why don't we think about that amount of money? Because that's not our identity. And that's what we need to work on to make ourselves bigger, to make ourselves better.
So kind of ultimately, Mark, you kind of get what you believe, right? And you kind of get you get the result that you make happen. A bit like the example you gave, that client believes that he's going to be a 350 million pound business. And that's the environment that he creates himself. So ultimately, the deeper you go down this iceberg, the greater the magnifying effect that these things have on your results, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So ultimately, if you want to change your results, don't keep doing the things. You know, the definition of madness is, you know, if you want a different result, don't keep doing the same things and expect a different result, right? So if you want to change your result, change your environment. The fastest way.
Yeah, we've seen this in COVID. I mean, how many people have we all spoken to, and now prefer working at home to working in the office? Their environment has changed, and that because of that forced change, their performance has changed. Talking to one company, and they're thinking of putting the staff working from home 4 days a week. And it used to be 0. And that's because they're actually more productive. So the forced change of environment changed identity, values, beliefs, and skills. New skills came in. If you want to change something, this is the golden rule that we're getting at, Mark. If you want to change something, you want to start having a big, quick effect, change your environment. Change the stuff around you, change the stuff you work with, change the people you work with, change where you work. And that has the biggest kickstart to getting stuff done.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Exactly, Mark. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you for taking us through that. Folks, look, if you want to get more of that, there's a ton of that stuff over on our social media channels. Go and search for the Better Business Workshop on Facebook, LinkedIn, and there's about 50 of these movies up on YouTube as well now. If you'd like to come and talk to us about how you can change your environment, then book a session with us. It's entirely complimentary. Go to calendly.com/Action Coach Milton Keynes, and we'd love to talk to you and meet you. And if you want to come and join us on that event tonight, 6 Steps and 5 Ways, then you can get the details for that and sign up over on the website at miltonkeynes.actioncoach.co.uk. We'll be back here, Mark, tomorrow at 8 o'clock.
Good.
In the meantime, Mark, you have a fantastic day, and I'm looking forward to the session tonight. So I'll see you then.
We'll see you then, Mark. Okay.
Great. Right,
thanks,
bye.
everybody.